Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. It's Eliana Gilad. It is Sunday, and I have a small song to start off the day, or whatever moment you're at right now, to start off the new year on the right foot. I wanted to start off with that short piece of music this morning because how you use your voice and how we use sound truly makes a difference to how you're showing up in the world. And at the end of this next month of January, beginning of February, I'm going to be leading a Replenish Your Energy and Reignite Your Passion 3-day retreat in Los Angeles. And it is for those women who are in the midst of transition and really ready to show up, to be seen and heard as you truly are. And I wanted to make this short live video today to be very clear on who it's for, what it is, why it's important for those of you who it's right for, and to allow in the right constellation of women who will end up leaving empowered and standing in your power, using your voice in a way that serves you and attracts in the best for you. So it is for women who are in transition, who are ready to fully express themselves. If you find yourself in a place of exhaustion, or you've given to everybody else, and now with the new year coming and the new decade, you're ready to come out fully as you. Perhaps you have been in the world, you are true to yourself privately between you and you, yet how you operate in the world, you're hiding your full self to get along with others. And it's time to stop doing that, because who you truly are and what your authentic expression is, the parts that you don't dare necessarily express, are exactly those things that need to be seen and heard today, and for you to fully make your impact upon the world. And how long can you really wait for that? So when you do fully express yourself, you become more comfortable with who you are in the world, and you stop hiding your feminine power. Maybe you are used to being in the world from a very active place, and you're exhausted from that, and you're operating in the way that you've operating is bringing diminishing returns. Well, if that's so, this is for you. You may be a younger woman who is a real go-getter and very consciously centered, and you would love to have support from other women who have been in your shoes and how did they get to where they were going. This is multi-generational group of women. And you have an opportunity to imbibe a lot of wisdom. Most importantly is that what will be happening in this retreat is that you will connect to the source of your own inner wisdom and have support for showing up as you are in the world, imperfectly, human, and experience that as powerful. Standing in your feminine power, unapologetically, however you are, because there are no two people who are alike and there are no two voices alike. And the cost of not doing this is that, meaning of not showing up unapologetically in your truth, is that people aren't going to get you if you're not willing to be seen and heard as you truly are. Yes, you may show up. Yes, people may be polite to you. Yes, you may, like flow through things, but stay on the surface. If you really want to go deeper, if you want to have that sense of connection and quality and connection to yourself and with others without having to compromise who you are, well, then you really need to be seen and heard as you truly are. And in this retreat, through ancient healing sound processes and mindful music meditation and showing up very much in the city where you would think you would not connect, you are absolutely going to experience how it's possible for you to connect to your inner calm, how it's possible for you to access a part of yourself and voices within you that you only hear silently, and to be able to call through those such that what gets expressed from the inside out is truly you, and that what comes back to you is truly harmonious and truly good. You'll discover how to be at ease within yourself, with you, and those parts of you that may not be so comfortable, and how it's so easy through a use of your voice to calm yourself and to express who you are in a way that's safe, in a way that gets you understood, and that allows you to be centered and grounded no matter what is going on around you. When you leave this retreat, you will go back to your home. It may look the same, but it will not feel the same. Your life will be different because how you are showing up in your life unapologetically will be very, very different. We have a holiday special that is going on through December 31st. That's why I'm recording this little video right now, so that you can take advantage of it. Those who sign up before midnight Pacific time, December 31st, you will be receiving mentoring coaching sessions from me, which will enable you to take what you experienced during the retreat and go more deeply and fine-tune that while you are in your everyday life. And I'm thinking of a story right now of a client of mine. She came on a retreat to begin with after she had almost worked with her voice many times and recapitulated and run each time. I can do it on my own. No, I don't need to. No, I don't need to. This was overseas. Her biggest, she's a very powerful woman, a nurse by training, and her biggest embarrassment was presenting in English, speaking in English, because she grew up in a community where they spoke another language, and her mother's native tongue was English, but that was frowned upon. And so she grew up with a great feeling of shame, like she was betraying and not showing up for the family, for the community, for her to be going out into the larger world in English. And she didn't know that when we began working together. And she thought she was a very powerful woman. She was used to getting her way and getting things done. And she had, she was a prosperous professional. And yet, what she really wanted to do was to teach around the world with an alternative healing modality. And this was stopping her. She went overseas. She thought she could do it on her own, and one of the presenters fell ill, and they offered her the opportunity to fill in. But because of her inability, it's not inability, because of the embarrassment that got triggered at that moment. Oh my God, what will they say? It won't be perfect. I don't have it. I'm betraying. Just that whole package came up, and she said, thank you, but no. And they offered the space to another woman who spoke worse English than she, who had a heavier accent than she did. And that woman gave what she had really imperfectly, just, showed up spontaneously in the moment, because that woman didn't have any time to prepare. And it was a stellar success. And people stood in line to speak with the woman afterwards and to work with her. And my client came back home with her tail between her legs, and that's when she was finally ready to address her greatest vulnerability, which was standing in her power, in her voice, with all of the colors of it. And this is a very, very important issue in our new era, because women's voices have been suppressed for very long. And the reason being is that in ancient times, we were very conscious of the power of sound and the power of our voices, and how we would lead was with sound and our voices. And we were living in those days through feminine power. I'm not talking about man or woman. There was a whole different approach to reality and to life that we were living in, whereas today we're living in a cognitive space. And in order to make this shift into the modern era, we cut off those, those abilities. And as history went on, all of the evolution that we had in our history over the last 2,000-3,000 years, and now that's coming to an end. And this expanded way based in feminine power is coming back up on the rise, and it very much has to do with your voice. And where our humanity as a whole is going to is very much dependent upon each and every one of us waking up and being seen and heard as we truly are. That is what this retreat is about. It's about the first step of your stopping to connect and hear that voice within you, and being supported in being seen and being heard as you truly are. What this isn't, it's not a singing performance retreat. It's not sitting around with crystal bowls. It's very much a co-creative experience where each and every one of you who shows up will have your needs personally met, because I fine-tune and craft the actual weekend according to your particular needs. When you sign up, there's a mini session with yourself that you gain clarity as to what it is that you're looking to receive here. And I take the responses to each one of those mini sessions, and that's how I build the curriculum. It's really cool, such that in the 25 years that I've been leading retreats and teaching this work and working with others, there's never been two retreats alike, such that if you've been on one before, you may very well like to come back and see how much you've moved forward and catapult yourself forward. So I would love to speak to you. Please send me a personal message if this resonates with you, and we'll set up a time to chat over the next day or two. And most importantly, I really invite you to do something kind for yourself today, because you truly, truly deserve it. And the link is in the comment section here and above. And what else? I'm going to end with another piece of music. And we will be singing together. You will experience your voice in an amazing way. And you can't, this is stuff you can't flub up. So if you've ever really wanted to experience yourself and as an instrument and your voice as an instrument, this would be a really, really wonderful thing for you. Hold on. Tickle in my throat. What's really cool about what just happened right now, I'm just modeling right now what I'm going to teach you on the retreat. You know how when you show up to do something and then change, something unexpected happens? That's one of the big things that you're going to receive in this retreat, is how to regain your balance and recenter no matter what's going on, no matter what unexpected things happen. That's part of feminine leadership, part of feminine power. Ooh, can. I want to wish you a really, really great day. I'm really looking forward to hearing from you and hopefully seeing you here in Los Angeles at the end of January, beginning of February. And I look forward to hearing from you shortly. Bye-bye.